Now I see everything now. Yeah, let me see if anybody gonna come back in. Go fly. No, I wish you wouldn't lay on this wet porch. You want to lay down, you need to go back in the house. See if anybody gonna come back on here on this live. Okay, I got one person in the building. Good morning, Susanna. I had to end my live and come back. Something went wrong. Thank you for showing back up. Thank you, baby. That's okay. I understand you trying to do your live. Thank you for the light. Yeah, I had to go all the way out and then come back in. I don't know what happened. So nice out here. So nice. Feels so good. Got two people in the building. Thank you, Susanna. Hello, Chuckles. Welcome in. Saying I got 14 people in here. 14 people and only 2 likes. Y'all hit the thumbs up if you're in here. Since you're in here, hit the thumbs up. You on a road trip? Well, enjoy it. Yahoo! Thank you, Jim B. Jim B is, did you see runs? I kind of lost my first live. I had to go out and come back in. For some reason, I don't know what happened. So you on a road trip for fishing? Okay. If you love to fish, that sounds good. Sound like fun. I hope you enjoy it, Chuckles. Going to Minnesota, okay. Oh, you coming back from it. You say I did, so I guess you've been there and back. Well, as long as you enjoyed it. Maniac, thank you for coming back. Okay. Okay, Jim B. Man Yang say, hey, Luna. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. That's so sweet of you. Okay, you're on the bus. Make me think about when I spent your break with you at work. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you decided to spend some of the time with me while you're riding the bus. That's sweet of you. Yeah, that's real sweet. Yeah. You on your way to work? Oh, you know, I keep forgetting about the time. Forgive me. Yeah, forgive me, because it's what time? Let me see. 10:33 at night. Oh, you work a second shift? That's right. Don't let people bring her down. That's why I wanted to know if she was okay. And that lady was so bold to come on my platform to approach somebody. That's something else. 12 to 9. Okay, that's a good shift. You don't have to get up too early in the morning. You don't get off too late at night. That's a good shift. I hope you didn't work too hard and go home and get you some rest. There you are. Yeah. You're not a morning person. Well, you know, I sleep in late every morning because I'm up late, late. And so I usually sleep late because I have to get up at between 5 and 5:30 and feed Luna. And so that interrupts my sleep. And then once I feed her at that time, it's hard for me to go back to sleep. So, yeah. Then when I do go back to sleep, it's like I hadn't been to sleep at all. Then I want to just sleep late and I have to make myself get up because the day will be gone and I'll be still sleeping. Okay, 5 to 3:30. Okay, okay. That's what second shift is here. It's 3 to 11. 3 to 11 is second shift here. Ron's, I'm glad you're here. Don't you let nobody steal your joy. I don't care what they say, what they do. You keep that joy. Because the enemy is out to steal, kill, and destroy. And if he can make your day go left, that's what he'll try to do. So you don't let that happen. You stay the sweet person that you are. And when you have people in your life like that, you know, they say you have to shake the dust off your feet. You have to get rid of those kind of people. Hmm. Yeah, she keeps me on my toes, and which in a way it's a good thing, man, yeah. But then it gets tiresome because some days she want to go out every couple hours. I can let her out, and the next couple hours she want to go out again, and I know it's just because she be bored. I had thought about one time getting another one, but I done got too old to try to raise another dog. I really didn't need her, but I wouldn't take anything for her now. She's here. That's my baby. Yeah, but sometimes they get bored and all they know want to do is just go in and out, in and out. Yeah, let them out so they can poop. Yep, you have to let them out so they can poop now. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Ron is a fur mama. Yeah, she showed me her baby. Uh-huh. Pretty baby. Yeah, I always had small dogs. This the first time me having a big dog. We love you, Rons. She feed him at 7. Okay. I start when I first got her as a puppy. I'd be up so early, and I started feeding her at 5. But I think 7 is a little too late because they'll be up all night wanting to go outside. So that's why I feed her kind of early, so she can get all her bathroom runs out by 7 o'clock. She's done, and I don't have to worry about her no more till about 11, 12 o'clock. And she may want to go out again. Okay, 6 is better. I had thought about moving Luna to maybe 6. But if I'm a little bit late, she's like she know how to tell time. She right there looking in my face like, I think it's time to eat. Yeah. So she won't let that 5 go too much. 5:15. Something ain't right. Hi, Bessie. I'm sorry I missed you. Sorry about that. I didn't see your hello, but hello. Welcome to my live. If you know Man Yang, I know you okay. Welcome in. Okay. You call it tag along runs. Jim Bean, she want to know, are you in the U.S. as well? Oh, okay. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. you know, at least she's being who she is. She's not trying to hide it. Jim Bean looks handsome. You have lots of dialects here. Yes, USA, Arizona. I only speak one language, y'all, and that's English. Okay, English is your second language. Okay. I bet she is pretty. And like I say, she's living her life, and that's what matters. You have to be who you are. You can't be nothing different. Yeah, I got it right, Auntie Mama. I had to go all the way out and start another lab, all the way out. Yeah. I don't know what went wrong. Because I didn't touch nothing, so I don't know. Yeah. I gotta hurry up and get me a stand. I hate I be jiggling y'all, but when I'm holding it, that's what happens. Yeah. Okay, that's what Ron's was saying. Say sometime on YouTube, but just cut you off. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do you suggest that's what I get, Auntie Mom, a ring light? Because I don't want to be getting a whole lot of stuff I ain't gonna use. That's just like my laptop, but I'm gonna start using it next week. I just don't want to. It you only takes front. It only has the front camera. It don't have the back camera like your phone when you don't want to be on live. You have to always be on live with your laptop, and I don't want to be coming on with my bonnet and stuff on, honey. My son would give me a fit. And everybody that know me, like, I know that ain't you sitting up on there with a bonnet on your head. So, but I'm gonna correct that, and I'm gonna take some full body so y'all just know who I am instead of just sitting head from head to shoulder. Yeah, yeah, my son, honey, he ain't going for that. I took one a while back when I was on here singing. A song dropped in my heart, and I was singing the song. And the camera, the way I was holding the phone, the camera got half of my head, and he saw me with the bonnet. I'm like, I know that ain't Say to me sitting up on there with no bonnet on her head. So I know a lot of other people when they were like, what is Sadie doing? Y'all see her? It would be the talk of my family, believe me, and probably some other people too. Yeah, yeah. But I know sometimes you probably want to see me talking. So I have to correct it. I have to get myself together, take the bonnet off first, and honey, that's too much work. Especially when I ain't going nowhere and I'm at home comfortable, honey. That's too much work to be trying to get cute for YouTube. Yeah. But when I come on here, I want y'all to see me looking halfway, there. They already give us a fit about the bonnets anyway, Auntie Mom. Y'all need to stop wearing them bonnets, which I don't wear mine nowhere but at home. I don't wear it out nowhere, but they already give a bonnet a hard time. Who was that gave me a subscription? Yeah, meeting people from different countries is what it's all about. Meeting y'all, I'm telling you, it's been really, 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 really good for me. Yeah, it's been really good for me meeting y'all. Good people. Yeah. Very supportive, I tell you that. Very supportive. Suzanne, thank you for hanging in here. Maniac, you still on the bus? Okay, I hope when you get off the bus you don't have that far to go before you be at home because it's dark where you are. The bus will let you off close to home when you get off from work. Say I'm messing your name up. Just a few minutes. Okay. Forgive me if I am. I'll be trying to see it the best I can from the spelling. I'll be trying to break it down in the spelling. But you know I love you. I'm not doing it to be disrespectful. I love you, Manyang. Yeah, Manyag. I hope, like I say, I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm just going to start saying channel. Okay? But like I say, you know I love you and I'm not being disrespectful to your name. Some names are just hard to pronounce. Your job is far. Okay. Yeah, that's like my son. He has an hour and a half commute to work. My grandson. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you. See how the sun done come out? So bright. I sit out here maybe for another 10 minutes if it done got dark like it's a night. We've been having some very, very strange weather. Okay, babe. All right. Enjoyed you, as always. Yeah. That's my favorite spot, Auntie Mom, right here. I love that spot between the trees. Yeah. My son Claire, he trimmed some of the trees back yesterday. I don't know what he called trimming them back because I don't see nothing he done. If he did something, I don't see it. See how dark it's getting again? Yeah, I love that view. Told you I come out here and I just sit and look up at it. Did you ever try to find the Big Dipper and stuff at night, Auntie Mom? That was our pastime. I say kids couldn't dare do what we did for pastime now, honey. They run away from home. We would find just lay on the porch, on the ground, looking up at the sky, trying to find the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper. Just so much fun to think back on those days. So much fun. I say I'm a sky person. I've always liked looking up in the sky. And I hate to be repeating myself, but it just means a lot to me because and when the clouds is like you can just see everything. When I had to have my dog put away, like I could look up in the sky and I see her and I would tell my husband, "Come and look." I said, "I think she's trying to let me know she's okay." And I'm looking at a cloud and it looked just like her, just like him. Rather, I don't know why I'm saying her. Yeah, look just like in my little pool I had. So I'm fascinated with the sky and clouds. Yeah. Yeah, but I was going to tell y'all about the horses the lady had next door. She was getting ready to make that a little farm over there. I'm like, oh no, I refuse to come out my back door, honey, and have to look over there at horses. Oh no, The lady that owned the funeral home around there. Auntie Ma, you say it was looking like a drumstick. Oh my God. Oh Lordy. Well, I'm gonna tell you, and I'll call my grandson out here, and he'll verify. We was coming from out of town, and it was pouring down rain. I mean, pouring down. You could barely drive, and we kind of ran. You know how you run into it and run out? Yes, sir, hon. I came in, I could smell it, and Nuna kept barking over there, barking, barking. I'm like, what is she barking at? And she was barking at the horses, and that's where the smell was coming from. And then I was trying to be decent about it. I called around and she was real nice. But she lied to me. She said the horses didn't come near to that night. And I knew that was a lie because my husband had came in here and told me that they was over there. And so I'm like, well, since you want to lie to me, and then I've came around there before and told you about how nasty the place is looking over there, and you said you was going to straighten it up. And you didn't. Look like it's getting worse. So I just called the city. You know you ain't supposed to have no horses right next door to nobody's house like that. And they need plenty of room to move around. The two little horses just standing over there side by side. They done tried to make a little place for them to stand, undug the ground up and everything. I'm like, oh no, honey, this ain't gonna work. I refuse to. I've been here 27 years, and I ain't gonna let you run me away from my home. I ain't going nowhere. And anyway, I love horses. It ain't that I don't love horses, but I don't want them right next door to my home either. And when I Googled it, it said they need so many acres to even own one. And they were saying even if you got 3 or 4 dogs, you have to get a permit and have a certain amount of acres for them to run around. Yeah, I'm like, boy, people would try to do anything, but you go around there at the funeral home and it's so nice and pretty. The lawn manicured, nice, so nice and clean, but then you want to bring your mess around here behind you because you got a storage house around here and start storing everything. I mean, it's just a mess over there. I took a picture of it, showed it to my son. He talking about, where that at? I say, it's next door to me. He talking about, what? I mean, it look worse than Sanford and Son's yard. And then gonna stick some horses over there. I'm like, no ma'am. Yeah. Yeah. She said they was horses for funerals. But it was just a plain brown horse and a beige horse. And I know at funerals, honey, they had those beautiful white horses. They do not just have no plain horses pulling no carriage at no funeral. I just came from one last week, remember? And they had those. I have had 2 nieces that had their was had horse and carriage. And those horses be so pretty. My son told me the name of them, but I can't remember now. But those are some beautiful horses. Bassy, hello. I think I spoke to you once, but welcome in, welcome back. Thank you for hanging in here with me. Thank you so much. Well, all my beans and chicken gone, Auntie Mama. I don't know what Yeah, that's it. That's it. Them some beautiful, beautiful horses. Uh-huh. And these were just plain brown horse and a beige one. I'm like, now you must think I'm stupid. So since you want to play with my mind and not be truthful, then I'm just going to get the city involved. Just be truthful and say, yes, ma'am, I had them around now, and I know I shouldn't have. Don't be lying to me like I'm stupid, because that made me feel like I was stupid. But I wish you could see how I look over there, Auntie Mom. And I have been trying to deal with it for a while. Yeah. Because you know you have to give people a little bit of space before you start complaining. But that's the way I feel anyway. But anyway, later for that, we're going to go on with our conversation about something else. I don't know. I would love to have me some fish, some fried croaker. I really would. That would be really good with me some hot sauce and mustard on it. I haven't had that. God, it's been a few years. I'm serious. I haven't had, and that's my favorite fish croaker. Oh, you got 11%. Well, thank you, Bassy, for coming in. I hope this is not your last time. Thank you. It was nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. Welcome anytime. Yeah, I would love to have me some good old croaker. I just never liked frying fish. Never liked it. I like to eat it, but I don't like to fry it. Especially when you got a lot and you got to keep changing the grease and stuff. You know, even when you have it down low after the cornmeal get in there, you still have to change it, and that kind of make me don't want to fry. So my husband used to do all the frying the fish, and he could fry it. He fried just like I like it because I like it hard. And so that I would love to have some of that today, some croaker. Yeah. Oh yeah, honey. Now my son love coleslaw, Auntie Mama. That boy want coleslaw with everything. Mama, can you make me some coleslaw? I'm like, what you gonna eat? And what he be saying he gonna eat? I'm like, coleslaw don't go with that. Hello, Andelin. Welcome. I hope you're doing great. Welcome in. Yeah, coleslaw don't go with everything, son. That's what we was saying, Auntie Mom. We was talking about that on here, saying when you got a man can cook, boy, you got a good cook. I'm telling you, got a good cook. My husband could go in the kitchen and cook anything I could cook. And I mean, he was a good cook. And when they know how to do something, they do it to perfection because I guess they be wanting us to enjoy it. Yeah. And there ain't nothing like a good old fried piece of fish. As long as it ain't soft, because when it's soft, it tastes too fishy to me. I can't take that. I can't take that. It's got to be hard. I don't want a hard where it's, too hard where you don't fry it all the taste out of it, but I like mine kind of hard. Auntie Mom, who eating a coleslaw sandwich? Now that's somebody really loving some coleslaw. Eating a coleslaw sandwich. Oh my goodness. And they thought my peanut butter and banana sandwich was weird. Yeah. It was a lot of people had never heard of that peanut butter and banana, so I'm wondering what they're gonna say about a coleslaw sandwich. And you post that when you gonna get more slack than I got. Yeah, I got a lot of slack behind that peanut butter, but honey, they don't know what they missing. I got one more banana and then I may make me one of those before the day is over with. Your brother-in-law. Yeah, like I told you, my son, he like coleslaw and he like a lot of mayonnaise. When you fix him a sandwich, he want the mayonnaise gooshed out of it. You can't put too much mayonnaise on his sandwich. I used to fix him sandwiches for his lunch when he stayed with me to go to work. And I mean, I be done piled the mayonnaise on it. And I say, how was your sandwich? It was good. You ain't helping enough mayonnaise. I'm like, my Lord. If that wasn't enough, geez, I'm just gonna start sending the whole job with you, and you can just put it on there yourself. I'm telling you, wow. Yeah. I like mayonnaise, but I don't want it like that. Mm-mm. Yeah, you done got me thinking about some fish now, Auntie Mom. I got some tilapia in my freezer, but it's been down there for a minute. I don't know about that fish be around too long, but it's been frozen, so I don't want no tilapia. I want some croaker. I like tilapia, but I don't care. You can fry tilapia for the longest, and it still won't just get hard. I be trying to decline them calls, and my phone I be hitting decline, and it won't cut off for nothing when I'm on live. I had to change my ringtone, even though they make them ringtones. There's certain ones that you can have to get copyright. So I had to change it, and I just put the factory ring on there, the one you just heard. Yeah. Hi, Robert. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you've been having a good day. Yeah, me and Auntie Mom talking about some good old fish for today. Well, I'm talking about fish. I don't think she said anything whether she wants some or not, but I would love to have me a good old piece of fish. Yeah. Thank everybody for coming in. If I was talking and didn't see you come in, thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming back in after I had to start my live over. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, you starting your vacation today? Yeah. I really wish I was going somewhere on a vacation. I'm really ready to go somewhere for real, to the beach or somewhere. I am. Yeah. I ought to get my grandson to go and while he on vacation and just go to the beach. Maybe he can get his friend girl to go with us. They can do the beach. I just want to go just for the different atmosphere. You know, I can stay in the room and do nothing, just lay up in there and eat, just knowing I ain't in Charlotte no more. No, no, thank you, Robert. I want to take a road trip, Robert. I don't want to be getting in no plane, no ships, and none of that. Just a road trip. So you can't afford it wet. I don't do them kind of trips. A road trip, and then during the road trip, if I'm not driving, I can't sleep because I'm watching the driver to make sure they don't go to sleep. So I really like to drive myself. Because you know, we as drivers, we don't trust nobody driving but our own. Yeah, that's exactly what I do, Auntie Mom. I get a room with a kitchen to it, and we go to the grocery store and fill the refrigerator up, and then I'm happy. Y'all can go on and enjoy the beach, but I did get in the water, in the swimming pool, but I just go in where it's just covering up my ankles. I don't go deep out in that water. Nope, nope, nope. I don't play with water. Then we got in the swimming pool. Me and my sister-in-law had a water fight, but we was like what 4 feet, 4 feet of water. And so that was fun. But yeah, road trip is okay. Not the boats or the airplanes. Yeah. I don't know about the sharks, but like I say, I had considered it until that boat got stuck out there in the water a few years ago. And I'm like, okay, that's why I didn't want to go. Yeah, and that's what I want to do. I just would like to go to the beach. Like I say, whoever go with me, I may go out there a couple times, but basically I just want to get away from home. And I can stay in the room and enjoy the room while they go out and enjoy whatever they want to do. I did go to a few of the little pop-up shops they had there to get some souvenirs to bring back home. You want to go jet skiing? Okay, I mean, if you can jet ski, boy, I'm telling you, that's something to do right there, jet skiing. Okay. Well, that's a whole lot of water to drink if you fall off. You saying you want to go jet skiing, or do you know how to jet ski? Yes, Lord. Me and my sister-in-law, we went about 3 times. And she went on to be with the Lord, but every time she went, she called me, sister, get ready. My husband's sister, get ready. We going to the beach. And it would just be me and her. And we liked it the same thing, just go just to be in the room. We stop at the store before we get to the motel. And we did it one year and the elevator was broke. And we had to bring all that stuff up them stairs. And I think we was like on the 4th floor. You talking about somebody was tired and mad. I'm telling you. But that's what I like to do. Just get a nice room with a kitchen and all that in it and just enjoy being away from home. So you did it before. Okay. Well, ain't nothing wrong with it if you know how to, but I got on a boat one time. We was up to Catawba. I think it was Catawba River we was at. And I got on a boat, me and my friend girl. It was her friend that was driving the boat, and I got in there. Well, of course, I had a couple of little drinks, and it gave me courage. And so I was riding, honey, sticking my hand all in the water. If I think about the stuff I used to do, oh my goodness. You couldn't dare get me out in the water with my hands in the water and while the boat going, and I thought that was so funny. And I'm having fun and didn't know how dangerous that was. no, no, they didn't. Didn't give us nothing, honey. And I mean, that was a climb, and we had really ordered grocery. And then we had our luggage. And the sad part is, you had to go up and down because you couldn't carry but so many bags at a time. And I'm telling you, whew. So that was another reason I didn't go out the room too much, because I didn't want to climb them stairs. Don't nobody too much give you no discounts now for your mishaps unless you approach them about it, and then you got to go through a whole lot of changes to get it. So, Auntie Mom should be thinking about clocking out right about now. 11, 12. What time you get off, Auntie Mama? They want me to do some weekend work till they can find somebody else to do it in home health care. So I told them I would do it, but I'm not going to tie up all my weekends working. I'm not doing that. Mm-mm. So they say until they find somebody. So they said that about 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, well, if you ain't found nobody in 2 weeks, I got a feeling I'm going to be there for a minute. So anyway, that'll probably start next weekend. Just a few hours a day. Yeah, especially the weekends. Who want to be at work on the weekends when you have to? And especially when you're volunteering like I'm doing. Because I told them I would do it until they found somebody. So now I ain't going to let them drag their feet on it. I'll give it a good month. And you ain't found nobody in the month. You ain't trying to find nobody. Yeah. Come on, Luna, go in and plug my phone in and say I got 20%. Come on, Luna. This is my little shout out, y'all. Gonna go in. My battery saying I only got 20%. Left my cup of coffee on the table while I was outside. Say they have to give me a couple dollars. You have to almost jump on somebody to give you a discount. Now that's just like when we was at Rocks and sit there all that time, and when I was asking the lady, well, what's going on? Why is it taking so long? That lady had the worst attitude. Instead of being nice and we done sit there all that time, she had a bad attitude about it. Yeah, very bad attitude. Hmm. Yeah, so some people you just have to let some things ride, Robert. I tell you, because people, they get upset over nothing. They will and be ready to do something to you, you knowing it ain't even worth it. Ain't even worth getting yourself into that kind of stuff, you know? So, just don't say nothing. Especially down there at Myrtle Beach, you know, it's always something going on at Myrtle Beach. Always. I want to find another beach to go to anyway besides Myrtle. If I go, I don't want to go that way. I want to go to a different one. She probably really got mad at me then. Because you know, when you start talking about God to people, honey, they get upset. Yeah, they get upset. They don't be wanting to hear that. You can talk to people about anything, but don't be talking about God, honey. You done really messed up. And that's who they should want to hear you talking about. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm still thinking about that fish. I know if I call him, he gonna say, what? Say, will you come around here and Would you go get me a couple pieces of fish and fry them for me? Would. Yeah, this done got nice outside. Sun out so bright and pretty. Yeah. Okay, welcome back. I changed sceneries on you. Had to come in and charge my battery up. It had got down to 20%. Welcome back. Glad you done made it home and get a chance to relax a little bit. Do you stay a long time once you get off from work? Or you have to wind yourself down? Man, yeah, you have to wind down when you get home, or because I know you can't go straight to bed if you like I was. I used to work third shift and get off in the mornings, and I couldn't go right to bed for nothing. I would have to do something else to wind myself down in order to go to sleep. Okay, babe. All right. Have a good night, okay? Love you. See you the next time. You know I'll pop in on you. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming back to say good night. Yeah, you have to wind down. I know I used to have to, and I worked third shift. And like I said, I would come home and I would do some little bit of cleaning or something to wind myself down. Then I would gradually go to sleep. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we're glad you're okay and you made it home and enjoy your life. And like I said, if you're still on there when I get off of here, you know I always pop in on you whenever it may be. Yep, you have to stay safe. You laying in bed. I came back in. I was in the living room at first, and then I went out on the porch, and my battery got low. So now I'm down here sitting in my recliner. I'll put my feet up and enjoy it and try to figure out what I want to eat because I haven't had anything but a couple cups of coffee. Okay. Hi, Patricia Elkins and family. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. I've seen your page before. I think I paid you a visit, Patricia. I'm thinking so. Nice to have you with us. Yeah, nice to have you with us. We over here, we just having different conversations about different things. Where's my baby? There she is. You know she's not far away. She's not ever far away. Yeah. Yeah, she's always close by her mommy. Say, call that person. You know I may, 'cause he may be in a good mood and might come on over and fry me a piece. A piece or two or three. Yeah, a piece or two or three. Thank you, Auntie Mom. Welcoming everybody and thank you. Yep, I would like to have a piece, and I may just try, because sometimes be in a good mood, he might just do that. He hadn't been feeling well lately. Yeah, been having, he say some chills and stuff. He went to the doctor and they still couldn't explain it. Everything came back okay, but he's still having chills. Yeah. You fishing? Okay. I need to get with you, Patricia. I like to fish. I like to go where you can catch something. Now I don't want to stand out there all day and ain't catching nothing. But I love to fish. Yeah. Yeah, that's what he was thinking it was, and the doctor was saying it may be one, and then she did the blood work, and she called him, she says blood work was okay. But she sent him yesterday. He had to go yesterday. I think it was a CAT scan or MRI he had to go and do. She wanted him to have done yesterday to research it a little further and see why he's still having those chills. Yeah. But you know, Auntie Mom, I'm a lucky person when it comes to being sick. But when I do get a cold or something like that, it knocks me off my feet for a while. But I'm a hard person to catch a cold, but when I get one, I don't ever be sick. And when I have surgery, it's something, like my knee went out. That I wasn't sick. I just needed a knee replacement, so I had those kind of things going on. But just to be a sick, I don't ever be sick. The only time I was lucky not to ever get the virus. Thank God. Thank God I didn't. And I just been a lucky person when it comes to being sick. I ain't gonna say lucky. God has protected me when it comes to being, sick. Yeah, I haven't been one of those people. hmm Yeah, and then when he gets sick, he you can see it all in his eyes and everything. And so he's feeling pretty bad with these chills he's having. hmm Yeah. So I'm gonna call him. He may feel like frying me some fish, and if he don't hear, all he'll say is what. If he say what, I know he don't want to do it. Oh, yeah, that's what I've been praying to God. Whatever it is, they'll find out what it is, why he's having those chills. But I told him he might be going through the menopause. Yeah. Yeah, I got a bionic knee. They want to give me a second one so I can have two. So I told them I can't even think about the second one right now. Let this one heal, then I may consider it. But I know I'm going to have it done because it's hurting a lot. Yeah. But I ain't in no hurry. Yep, I got that bionic knee. hmm And I thank God it's done healed to the point where I can bend it good and I'm walking well, it's doing pretty good. Still have some aches and pains in certain spots of every now and then, but they say it take about a year to fully recover. But I thank God in the few months that I've had it done, I'm doing well. I'm doing real well. Mm-hmm. 'Cause I just had it in January. So, yeah. But long as the pain stay like it is, it's bearable. I don't know if I'm gonna have but when you don't have it done, like before I had it done, I was like bow-legged, And I know that came from my knees being bad because I was always knock-kneed. I ain't never been bow-legged till I got older. And people say, oh, you bow-legged. I'm like, that's news to me too, honey. When I saw it in the mirror, I'm like, what's going on with my legs? But now that they've done this knee, it's straight. And the other one is both, so it make me feel like one of them longer than the other one. So I'm probably going to have to get it done. No, I don't want to do no kickball. I was talking to this man called me from my insurance company. He said he had both of his done and he fell and hurt one and had to have it redone. And boy, that gave me chills when he said that. So I ain't about to be trying to kick nothing. I ain't gonna take it too far, Robert. Mm-mm. My mama didn't raise no dummy. Cause the last thing I want to do is have them to go right back in the same knee again. Mm-mm. No. No, I ain't kicking nothing with this leg. No time, no time. Even after the years up. If I got to kick it, it'll stay right there where it'll stay right there where it is. Uh-uh. Yeah. Robert, I really have enjoyed your company. Yeah, it's been nice, y'all. Y'all waited on me to sign out of the live and come back. I don't know what happened with the first one, but I appreciate y'all coming back in. Yeah. So I ain't gonna try to hold y'all time up no longer. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live and guess I'll see y'all the next time. I don't know how long I've been on here. I don't even remember what time it was when I came on here. But anyway, I appreciate you all and love you all and have a good day. And I'll be there to support you back. And whatever you do, if Sadie can support you, I'll be right there. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day and be blessed. Thank you, Robert. You do the same. You have a blessed day. And thank you so much for coming over and keeping me company. Okay, Auntie Mom. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. Okay, we'll talk to y'all later. See you in the morning, Auntie Mom. Okay, thank you, Robert. Thank you so much. Y'all come back now, you hear? Okay. Talk to y'all later.